Citizen activist Vanessa Brito has helped thousands of Floridians get the unemployment benefits they are owed. And you might recognize her when you see her picture coming up here from our First Coast News Facebook group, Navigating the Unemployment Maze. She is our official unemployment expert and a valuable resource for all sorts of troubles and trials and tribulations during the pandemic when people were so frustrated being trapped in that system.
Well, that's right. We know her well. She doesn't get paid for any of it. On Your Side's Leah Shields tells us why one woman has dedicated her time to fighting with the state and for the people.
If you've been watching First Coast News sometime over the past 2 years, you've most likely heard the name Vanessa Brito. From Jacksonville to Miami, I brought my cameras down to where she's located here at the tip of Florida. She's been helping thousands of Floridians all across the state get the unemployment benefits they deserve. But how does she do it and why?
Vanessa Brito's phone is as busy as the Miami highways.
I'm claiming my weeks and I still haven't been paid. So it's not, maybe, let me talk to them first.
She's a self-proclaimed introvert who every day talks to strangers.
I've never been able to handle anything, any injustice whatsoever.
Because of it, she helps about 100 people a day navigate Florida's unemployment system. Brito has a background in public policy, research, and political campaigns. In 2011, she successfully led the campaign to remove Miami's mayor from office midterm.
Yeah.
That's how all of these people recognize her.
And she won't stop until she gets, results.
Since high school, she has always been out there just helping others. It's just the way she is.
For about a decade, she disappeared from public view, serving as her mother's full-time caretaker as she battled MS. The same illness that pushed Brito out of politics brought her back to the people in 2020.
I was in the hospital with my mom, actually, and I'm sitting there and I'm just getting so upset. And so you're sitting in a hospital room, you're already frustrated. I couldn't leave because COVID had already it was taking over, so it was either if you leave, you don't come back. And I was gonna leave my mom, so while I was bathing in the sink, I was also reading comments from people who were saying that I remember it was the day that people had to line up to file their applications, and I was like, no.
She understands the system. She knows what questions to ask. She's persistent, and she's made a name for herself in politics and as an advocate. At a time when people were desperate for help, she was one of the only people outside the system who could help and get responses from the state.
It's not a Democrat issue. It's not a Republican issue. It's a human issue.
The system hasn't changed, but her life has. Even when her mother was losing her battle to MS, Brito was there to help.
I felt so bad. She would always apologize to me and say, I'm sorry that you have to change my diaper in the middle of a call with somebody who's even paying me or doesn't even know.
Her mother, Julia, died in March. Brito says this is what's keeping her together.
I think people in general deserve better.
She has a nonprofit called Auxilium, meaning help in Latin. Brito's goal is to fund her advocacy work full-time.
In Miami, Leah Shields, First Coast News, on your side.